Hello. As I was trying to figure out a topic for this week message, I was looking outside. I said, well, I can talk about the cold and global warming and climate change and all those debates. But I did not find it very, not interesting. It's very interesting and serious debate, but I don't know. And I came across yesterday this article, and it's entitled 14 Things the Church Need to Do in 2014. And I said to myself, oh no, yet another blah, 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 love more, believe in God, that kind of article that does not really interest me personally. But yet I start to read it. And it was very interesting and very straightforward, very common sense, and I just want to offer you a few insights. I will try to put the article just below my this clip. I hope it will work. Number one, review what happened in 2013, what worked, what did not. Seems simple enough. Number two, honestly answer the question, why in the world would anyone want to come to this church? What a great question, because many of us still working under the assumption that we have a church, people will go, people will come. We just have to open the doors, people will flocking in. And why people don't come? Well, because they don't know the address or they don't know what the building looked like. And if they do, they would. So let's put an ad and our church will be full. That's not really the question. And we're afraid to ask that question. Why someone will give up his or her or their Sunday morning to spend their free time with us? And if they're doing so, are we grateful for this? Number three, try something new. One of the complaints is that the church is stuck in the 1950s. Let's expand our horizon and try something new. In every church, the author said, I have worked and preached. I have heard we like the things the way they are. Once again, we seems to be afraid of change. The world is changing outside. I had this reflection like 20 years ago. I was studying in university and I had an email address, and I was one of the few who had email address, and I was feeling like odd and edgy. These days, I was talking to my nephew, does not work email anymore. He's texting. He's using Skype. So my son at daycare the other day had a phone, like to play, and he was not walking like this pretending to talk. He was walking like this and pushing the button. That's the word outside, but somehow we seem to be stuck in this, we do not want to change. It can change over there, but not here. And then we wonder why people don't come. I don't know. Very interesting question. Number four, pass the torch. Pass the torch. The younger generation in many churches are waiting to be able to take over the reins and serve God, but some people are unwilling to let go. That's a fear sometimes said, if I go away, who will do it? Or if such and such retired, nobody will take his or her place. Well, maybe there are some people who would like to do it in their own way, in their own context, but we need maybe to trust and believe in the next generation will do. Number five, fail, and a lot if you have to. The fear of failure is one of the biggest impediments to ministry. That's true. How many times have we heard at work or in church or among friends, if we try that, it's going to fail and we're going to lose a lot of money. Well, if you do nothing, nothing will happen. If you fail, that means you tried. It's difficult. It's difficult, especially when we live in culture. We're afraid. We're diminishing. We have less money. We have to be careful. if you're in that kind of spiral, if you do nothing, it's going to get worse. The only way you can break that pattern is to try something and maybe to accept that some of your initiative will not work, but at least, you try. I think it's Wayne Gretzky, let's be very Canadian here. I think Wayne Gretzky said, if you don't shoot to the net, you're 100% sure you will never score a goal. That seems so evident. Everybody gets that. Well, why are we not able to get that? I don't know. Number 6, join the 21st centuries. In 2000, having a website was a luxury. Now it's a necessity. And you look at website. That's the way people connect. They don't come and pick a flyer to learn more about the church. They are in their living room. They just moved to a new neighborhood. Let's Google United Church, my neighborhood. And then they will go on the site and they will make their shopping. And then when they come in your building, the shopping is done. And if they don't like what they see on the website, they will never come. So let's join the 21st century. Number 7 and number 8, stop competing with other churches, collaborate with other churches. And that's so difficult. We're in this mentality of survivor, of loner. We don't want to have people going to the other church, whatever the denomination. They're stealing our sheeps. If we work together, people might maybe like it better over there. And sometimes we have this mentality we need to bring bombs in the pews. Maybe we should start to think we need to bring people to God. And then let's see what happens. Let's work together. Let's try to break those walls. Number 9, review mission statement. Many churches have mission statement. They are the words that guide ministry and congregation. There's a small problem. Hardly anyone in the congregation, the minister included, cannot recite it. That's so true. We have some mission statements that are 8 sentences long that try to encapsulate every possibility and things, and nobody knows about it. I would challenge many of you where mission statements are always displayed somewhere in your church. I'm not asking you what's the mission statement. I'm asking you where it is. It's one of those things, we have a mission statement, check, let's move to another thing. We don't revisit more. I could go on and on and on and on. It's very interesting article because it asks questions. For me, it was something that I hope will open debate. Because it's not, you ought to do this, here's the recipe, step 1, step 2, step 3. No, it's ask yourself question. And I hope we're talking a lot in United Church about the renewal, comprehensive review, reimagining the church. I think we need to have the right questions, or at least some question that will trigger very powerful conversation. Let us stop to try to fix it and let's try to build it. Let us free our mind and free ourselves and be ready to ask very good questions. I hope this week you will read articles like this or watch show on TV or have conversation with some friend or whatever. You will have this opportunity to receive those great questions. And I really hope you will find spaces when you can talk about these things. And honestly and faithfully. Have a great week. Please remain warm and see you soon.